This is all about soil samples and why they're important for whitetail food plots or food plots in general. The soil fertility is an important factor in crop production. If nutrients are limiting, the yield is limited. You'll want to do that soil test every 2 to 3 years because everything changes. The output will change, how much you get on there, how much will mulch back in. But once you figure out how much lime you need from that report, you're going to want to go to the ag store nearby and have them come in if you can, if they can get in, and they'll put it in on a bulk truck. It's great. Otherwise, you can rent a buggy, pull it behind your truck, or you can get pelletized and put it on your 3-point spreader and drive it around yourself. That's how I've done it in the past. I like doing it, and some of my food plots are remote, where a big truck wouldn't be able to get in. You're also going to be looking at the mineral nutrients that are lacking. The big three are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The N, the P, and the K. And that will give you a reading as far as how much you need per acre. Now, for an example, if you need 51 pounds of nitrogen, you're going to want to get the ammonium nitrate, and that's the 3400. That's 17 pounds of that aluminum or the nitrogen, and you'll triple that. That's 51 pounds, and that's what you'll put on per acre. That can be done with a 3-point spreader. Same with phosphate, 0060. That's 30 pounds of the phosphate, and then you figure out what it needs and you spread that on there too. You could even mix that in and with all the other nutrients, but that's above and beyond the lime. So to get the soil sample, you're going to want to use a soil spade or a shovel. In the past I've done a shovel. I now have one of these spades. I'll include a link in the bottom in case you want one. It comes pretty neat. It's just 2-part, slides it in. Now I've already done 4 samples. You want 5 typically on this plot, so I'm going to take the 5th sample right here, and all you do, push it in and you get a sample. You want to take the 6 inches at the bottom, give or take. So I'm going to take a couple inches off the top, discard that. I've already done in this bucket my other samples. So send it in there, mix it up, get the chunks out, and then what you want to do is you want to dig around, mix it up, and get out any twigs, debris, any greens, any weeds. Make sure it's also dry. So if this sample is wet, just let it sit in the sun for a little bit, dry it out, and I'm just busting it up right now. And then what you're going to do is put it in this bag. And this is one from the state of Wisconsin. I'll include a link to that, whether it's an email and a phone number, and I'll do that for a lot of the other states as well in the links in the. But all you're going to do is fill this out. I put my name, the field, so I put person's name, the name of it, and then sample number I did 2020. That way next year, or in a couple years, I can go 2022, 2023, and know that that's the sample. And then there's a dotted line. So you're going to fill this up to the dotted line, and then package it up. The address is there. Send it in along with, in this case, $15. And then wait a little bit. You'll get the report back. Once you get that report back, it's going to say everything you need to do, whether it's lime, those macronutrients, or even some micronutrients. But get the lime, get that pH right. Otherwise, instead of getting this much crop, you're going to get maybe this much crop because you've done the work for it. Be proud of what you've done. Take pride in all the work you do. Don't do it halfway, and do good work. You're going to enjoy it. You'll take pride in it. Seed's expensive, and obviously so is your time. So once you've committed to coming out here and doing this, do it right. Go right to the end and get good seed and get your product and get your product in the ground. Maybe time it out so it rains. It's going to rain tomorrow, so I'm going to do it today. Get that done. Keep the reports for comparison for next year. You're going to want to do that, or every time you do it. And it's fun to look back and see, in a couple of years that you didn't have to put in as much. You know what? And I've done this for many years. I love doing it. You guys will too. Enjoy the journey. God bless.